Hi, my name is Alejandra Quecano, and I am a graphic designer currently studying at Miami-Dade College. I have been an artist for as long as I can remember, drawing inspiration from myself, from other artists, my environment, and the people that surround me. You'll see that most of the works in my portfolio depict captivating and strong women. These figures empower me and my audience. Each and every one of my works is a reflection of myself, as you'll see now. You can find my portfolio by looking up behance.net/Alejandra Quecano. And here's my profile. Let's take a look at the information down below. About me. Alejandra Quecano was born in Hollywood, Florida on August 4th, 2003. She picked up drawing as a toddler and thanks to her mother's and aunt's unconditional support, got every tool she needed to cultivate and channel her creativity into something she loved wholeheartedly. Her introduction to the design world was through fashion. Quecano would march into a store, pick out a magazine, and study the clothes and models, only to later create her own designs at home, at school, or wherever she got access to paper and a pencil. She knew early on that she would grow to create her own business, not knowing of what, but always sure she'd be in charge. Soon after, Quecano realized what she enjoyed most out of drawing models in beautiful clothes wasn't the fabric she twisted and swirled, but the women shining in them. She loved seeing how women could carry a sort of power through them, how she could capture that in a drawing, and even more, how she could be like that herself. Quecano lived in Miami until she turned 11. She then moved to Colombia, her family's home, for middle and high school. When college rolled around, Quecano moved back to Miami to study graphic design, the point of connection for her artistic passion. Her interests condensed in illustration, publication, and advertising. She is now nearing the end of her associate's degree at Miami-Dade College and is eager to begin at Florida International University for her bachelor's degree the following year. So now let's take a look at the work. This is a sneak peek of all the works that we are going to be looking at today in the portfolio review. First up is Groovy. This work is a self-portrait made with soft pastels and permanent markers. The focus here was to communicate that I am a vibrant and creative person, so I surrounded myself with an abstract, saturated aura, and I painted my skin with even more colorful and spontaneous shapes. Next up is Out of This World, a digital portrait that I painted in Procreate. I wanted to play with neon colors and different styles, and stray from the regular black line art, so I created a character that could easily fit in space. I played with different shapes for the ears, hair, eyes, and accessories, ending up with this extraterrestrial girl with a curious expression. And now for the ads. The Sofia Artesanías ad. So this ad is actually for a family brand. My aunt is also an artist and she makes beautiful crafts, which in Spanish we call artesanías. This one in particular is a handcrafted owl decorated with painted seeds from watermelons, pumpkins, papaya, guava, and other fruits. The product is displayed on a velvet surface similar to the way jewelry is displayed and contrasts nicely with the cool green background. The ad is meant to be a full-page ad in a magazine. Following up is the Norma swimsuits ad. This ad is also for a family brand. My mom loves to sew and she makes gorgeous swimsuits. I am the model in the photo showing off one of her latest works. The design is fairly simple, with a white rectangle framing the attention area and crisp white text for the brand name and slogan. Alexa Demie, a Macy's girl. This ad was for a visual brand identity class I took, and the project was to pick a celebrity and create an ad campaign around them. I chose Alexa Demie and pitched her as a fashion girl, a model for Macy's stores, as her energy is very classic, polished, and unique. Now the movie poster. Donde está la abuela is a movie poster designed for a hypothetical film about a runaway grandma and her worried family. It is based on our own family dynamics and Colombian films like El Paseo or El Coco, with similar elements like big funky text and a crowded central focus. A series of portraits. Marian is a digital portrait of a woman in a book I read. In the story, she always wished for better circumstances, but ultimately fell deeper and further away from her dream. Marian is the depiction of someone who wants and cannot have. Magic stems from my desire to learn to draw textured hair and different facial features from the ones we see regularly on the big screen. Traditionally, the same faces and features are shown in media over and over again. Usually small noses and lips, smooth, straight hair, and light skin. As artists, we are responsible for changing the norm and learning to correctly represent our world as it is. Magic was my first digital portrait of a strong, stylish black woman with popping makeup and a full head of dark, thick braids. Fury. I wanted a warrior with this one. It is based on a photo of Alexa Demie. I was captivated by the emotion and power her stance and expression had, so I created a digital painting out of it. Fury is a woman who is confident, expressive, and filled with drive. A whole new world. Monster Mania is a digital painting of a world of monsters, complete with glowing outlines, dripping goo, and uncommon shapes. This is different from the usual works I create, but a type of work I'd like to get into more. The Children's Book. Menti's Big Splash is a children's book I wrote, designed, and illustrated by myself. Here is the case study where I explain the whole process from idea to execution. The book follows the story of a literal scaredy cat, Menchi. She's a kitten who loves the beach, but after a scary experience under a wave, grows fearful of the ocean, the one thing she loves more than anything in the world. Menchi must overcome her fear and with the help of her mother, prove her bravery to herself and enjoy the ocean again. Here we see a series of sketches, the first character design, and the evolution of how the whole book came to be. Here are the first story visuals, the first covers, and the final product, complete with the text and all visual fixes necessary. And lastly, some contact information. The other case study project is Fairy Mini Town, a map painting for a tiny town populated by fairies in the grass. Made with Procreate and Photoshop, Fairy Mini Town is about the creatures that live off our memories, since the town is built from forgotten toys. This is the case study covering sketches, inspiration pics, and more. The magazine. Quecano magazine has to be one of my favorite projects. It is a personal magazine all about me. It covers things like my travels, my art, my music, my family, and more. This project allowed me to discover my interest in publication design and helped me view it as a solid career path. More portraits and paintings. Between the Lines is a two-part project, 2 black and white portraits of a boy and a girl shaded by hatched lines done in Sharpie markers and pens. Bailemos is a digital painting of pure energy, moving freely and taking up space. It has bright colors that pop against a cool, dark background. It was later turned into a physical painting, which I debuted as my first sale as a painter. I'm very proud of that. And lastly, yet another meet the artist kind of work, my first digital self-portrait. This work is from about a year ago, so this isn't an updated image of myself, but I kept it in because it's my first and came out very well if I do say so myself. It's me, and I love her. This concludes my Behance portfolio. I'm very proud of my work and myself, and I hope you enjoyed looking through my portfolio. Thank you for staying. I appreciate you.